time for January's book review. Okay, this video is actually coming later than I thought it would. It is a happy new month, by the way. Yeah, it was meant to. I did this video on January the 28th, and then I looked at it. I was like, girl, you need to arrange your thoughts better. So I did. I arranged my thoughts. So I read 2 books in January, and I've already started my February book, so and I already have something to complain about. But I read 2 books in January. I read The Parlour Wife, which I thoroughly enjoyed, and I read Once Upon a Broken Heart by what's her name? Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. Yeah, I have the author's names right here, but I'm so used to talking straight from memory. So yeah, so let's, I don't know, should we create a thumbnail? Whatever. So I'll put them here. So first of all, we'll be talking about The Parlour Wife by Parlour. I'm looking at it. So it's currently 8:12 on the 27th of January, and I just finished my first book of the year. I finished The Parlour Wife by Parlour just now. So it is set in colonized Nigeria during the colonization, and I think the war, Germany's war against the rest of the world, like during that whole period, that's when it is set. But it's not really about the war. It follows the story of this girl called Kainde Ilebaje or something like that. But I only wrote down her marital name, which was Kainde Ogunjobi, when she got married. So she's an 18-year-old that her family was about to marry off to this wealthy old politician, and she didn't want to do that. She loved to write. She applied for this newspaper place, and she actually got an offer, but her father was like, that will not sustain her, blah 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 blah. Her father was a fisherman. Their mother even have any work. I don't think so. But yeah, so they married her off, and then her father died right after her 18th birthday. A week after her father's death, they married her off. And when she mentioned, she was like, oh, she's not in her father's house anymore, let her try and mention the job to this old man. This old man was told her that no, why would she disgrace him and disrespect him like that, and she should never bring it up again. So she was sad, but he bought her a store in the market to be selling akara. That store was kind of a blessing, because then she got to work with the Lagos Women, set in Lagos, the Lagos Women's Market Women's Association as a secretary. She was writing petitions to governing bodies, like she was helping them write petitions to, like, oh, don't tax Lagos women like this or stuff like that. Like she was fighting for the rights of the women. And then the store right beside her, she met her best friend in the whole wide world. Her name is Amma, and then she met Amma's brother, Emeka. And she fell in love with Emeka. She hated her husband. She fell in love with Emeka. And by the way, Mr. Ogunjobi, his name is Bangbose Ogunjobi. Mr. Ogunjobi had 2 other wives before her. Yeah. And the first wife didn't really like the second wife. And then as Kainde joined the mix, she also did not like Kainde. So the first wife from Matope, second wife Ayo. Ayo was so nice and so cute, and just instantly became Kande's friend, trying to like make the whole transition into married life easier for her. But Kainde hated the whole situation. So down the line, her husband found out about her job with the Lagos Market Women, because he's a politician and he's stealing. Wait. I don't want to act like all politicians steal. That's a generalization, but well, I'm Nigerian, so I know better. But yeah, he's a politician, and his business is obviously not clean either. So then when he found out about her job, he was really angry, and then he beat her. That was the first time he hit her. He used to call her my flower. That was the first time he hit her, and she just knew that she had to stand up for herself, but she kept on working the job. Then she and Emeka got together, and they got together. And they kept getting together. One day, she just realized that for the past month she was weak. So guess what? She got pregnant. And of course, it was not Ogunjobi's baby, because after Ogunjobi found out about her job with the Lagos Market Women Association, Ogunjobi hated her. Yes, Ogunjobi refused to touch her, refused to look at her, refused to talk to her. So she rarely spent any nights in his room. Oh, I didn't tell you. I didn't tell you. This man used to share his weekdays between his wife. Mama Tope will stay in my room these days and these days. I will stay in my room from this day to this day. Can't even stay. Oh my god, ew. Ew. So when she was like that, no, she can't let her child grow up in this environment. So she decided to run away. So she ran away to London, and she had her baby in London. Emeka was not able to come that first time, but he came years later. Yeah, that's the whole story basically. And then things I'm angry about in this book, I hate that her parents were in love with one another, and she always thought that, okay, if she was a shy, introverted person, but she always thought that if she was ever going to get married, it's going to be something like her parents' own. But they got to experience such beautiful love, and they married their daughter off to an older man. Even, like, let's say, okay, the daughter did not have any passions or something. You're trying to take care of her future. This girl had passions. She had the opportunity to get a paying job. Kanye was a twin, and they made her drop out of school to further her twin brother's education. She said, fine, I'm fine. Yeah, she was the one who loved going to school and learning stuff. She said, okay, she was a twin. But now you're going to make her drop a paying offer just because everybody can be making money. Kanye will make money. Her father will make money. Taiwo will make money. Her twin brother. Like, that really pissed me off. Like, I was angry at her mother till the end of the book. I was so angry. Yeah. Then what else? And then the writer, Miss Felicia, kind of insinuated that Kanye ran away because she loved Emeka. She loved Emeka, yes, but the insinuation was, it just rubbed me off the wrong way, because Kanye had loved Emeka even before she found out she was pregnant. And the thought of running away was never in her head. It was when she found out about her baby and realized that this baby was not Mr. Ogunjobi's baby, and that this baby might come out looking like Emeka, and she cannot stand that. And then Mr. Ogunjobi will obviously know that the baby is not his. So that's why she ran away. Yeah, that's why Kanye ran away, because she cannot let her baby grow up in whatever situation the baby was going to grow up in if she had that baby in Ogunjobi's house. Yeah, that's why she ran away. No, she ran away to go and be with Emeka. Okay, she ran away to be with Emeka, but please, she was finally, that was the last straw. That was it. Like that, she had added up to here. So yeah, that's that. It was a really good book. It was an easy read. Like, it was captivating. It was inviting. I think I liked it. It flowed really nice. Once I picked it up, I just kept on going and going and going. So it was really nice, and it's not even that big. Like, bro, it's like 300 and something pages. Not even up to 350. Is it? Oh, it is like 370 pages. Yeah, it's nice, and the cover is very inviting too. Like, it's very colorful and all of that. So on to the next one. So now we'll be talking about Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber.
It's 4:35, January 28th, 4:35 a.m. January 28th, 2026. And I just finished my second book of the month and of the year. Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber.
I thoroughly enjoyed this book. I enjoyed this book because I have missed reading fantasy for the longest time. Like, and anytime I think of fantasy now and I go online, I just keep seeing werewolves, mates, vampires. Stop it. Like, seriously, stop it. I'm tired. I don't want to be seeing werewolves, and I don't even like werewolf stories. I feel like my affinity towards werewolf stories when I was younger and a Wattpad girl was probably peer pressure, because I know I enjoyed the CEO billionaire stories, the billionaire surrogates, all those kind of rubbish, and the high school guys much better than I enjoyed werewolves. Yeah, And I know I used to love fantasy. I used to love the fairies and the, you know, the things, the fantasy things, the magic, the witches, the wizards, everything. And I just didn't, I wasn't getting any of that anymore. So I had to go and find this book. I didn't even pick it up thinking it was fantasy. I just thought, oh, it was romance that did not have smut in it. That was the marketing point that sold me. But it is fantasy. So the main character's name is Evangeline Fox. And she is from there in this kingdom called, what's it called? I'm coming. They're in this kingdom called the Meridian Empire. So she's from the south of the empire. She lives in a place called Valenda. Yeah, Valenda is in the south of the empire, the Meridian Empire. So yeah, there's not really much magic in the south, but they believe in these immortal beings called the Fates, Fates, so the Fates. And then she got brokenhearted. Wait, I need to collect my thoughts. Okay, she lives with her stepmother. Her mom died when she was much younger. Before her dad died, he remarried her stepmother, and her stepmother had a daughter called Marisol. So Marisol is her stepsister, and she just believed her stepmother is pure evil, which I believe she is, because she was also evil to her daughter, because she was always putting Marisol down and telling her that she's ugly and no man will ever want her and stuff like that. So her father owns this shop of oddities, like magical things, like whatever you got, cookbooks, like the store had weird stuff. Then one day a boy came into the store. She fell in love with the boy. They got to talking. They became friends. So naturally they fell in love. And then one day, overnight, everything just switched up. The boy came and was looking for Marisol. Like, he was in love with Marisol, and they were bound to get married. And she was convinced that her stepmother had what they call it, had put a spell on this boy. She was really, really convinced that her stepmother had put a spell on this boy. The day of the wedding, she went to one of the fates to pray. I don't know how many fates there are, but she went to a fate called the Prince of Hearts. His whole story is that he is brokenhearted and his heart doesn't beat, and his kisses are deadly, and he is on the journey to find his one true love. So if he kisses any other person apart from his one true love, they will die. His one true love is the only person that can survive his kiss and all of that. So he's just doomed to be brokenhearted for the rest of his life if he doesn't find the one true love. Okay, so she thought that, oh, he will understand because she's brokenhearted, he's brokenhearted. Like, in her mind, she just thought that he understood what a broken heart meant. So she went to pray to him that he should stop the wedding. What she was meant to say was that he should break the spell, the curse or whatever that was on the love of her life. She made a deal with the Prince of Hearts in exchange for stopping the wedding, that he told her that he owes him 3 kisses. And she was like, I know your story, I'm not going to kiss you. He was like, he doesn't want to kiss her. He told me so very salty in my head. I was like, of course he doesn't want to kiss her, but he gets to choose who she kisses. So yeah, this fate turned the whole wedding party to stone. And when she got to the wedding, she was like, what did you do? He told her that she can fix it though. She can fix it if she drinks poison. She drank poison and she turned to stone, and everyone else was not stone anymore. And then 3 weeks later, another fate called poison. another fate called poison turned her back into like normal. And then she woke up, and then everybody was calling her a hero, that she saved her sister's wedding party, blah 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 blah. So yeah, that happened. Her mother was from the magnificent north. That's north of their empire. The mother was from the magnificent north, and she used to tell her stories about the north. And the north, the kings and queens in the north had this ceremony when their heir was going to get married. They had the never-ending ball, they called it. They had balls until this boy picked a bride. So the princesses of Valenda asked Evangeline to go on their behalf because they didn't want to attend it. So Evangeline took Marisol along because she did not want to leave Marisol there with her evil stepmother. So she took Marisol along, and then when she got there, Prince of Hearts was there. His name is Jax, by the way. So when the prince was getting to know every single attendee of the ball the first night, this guy told her that she should kiss the prince. And as she kissed the prince now automatically fell in love with her and like head over heels in love, and he decided that he was going to marry her in the next 2 weeks. And she could not break the spell without marrying him. The spell will only break on when she marries him. So but a lot of things happen, but that's like the baseline of the book. I really liked it. It was a very engaging read, and I really love fantasy. I love magic and spells and potions, and there's actually a vampire in this book too. I recommend it a billion times. I really do like it. I had fun reading this during January. Like it really, to be honest, I didn't see like much of a romance, but it's a trilogy. Maybe the romance will come in the next ones. You know, it's a trilogy. So it made me so excited. Like I loved the book. I loved everything. Like it was a good book. Like I don't even have I am definitely going to reread it. Like, and the writing was really good. It wasn't like all those overly expressive. They want to tell you I can't. There's certain things I actually can't imagine. So you gotta be expressing everything in the book to me. I mentally can't imagine those things. But it was really good, like really smooth, and yeah, but it keeps you wanting more. You're always on the edge. So let's introduce you to the books for February. Okay. So February, I want to read 3 books. Ambitious, I know. So for February, we have the second book of Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. We have The Ballad of Never After. And by the way, Once Upon a Broken Heart, I read it digitally, so I don't have a copy of that. So I also don't have a copy of The Ballad of Never After. Yeah, digital too. Then we have The Marriage Monitoring Aunties Association by Ola Awonobi. Yeah, like I started it, and it's a book I definitely want to put down. I don't know, these beginning chapters are still not getting to me. I don't know whether it's the writing or what it is, but it's not. I don't want to read it. We're going to be reading Atomic Habits. The Tiny Changes, Remarkable Results. Yeah, we're going to be reading Atomic Habits by James Clear. Bye! I'm going to get off your screens now. I think that's my tagline.